Hi, this is Geeky Dragon again, and as you can see, I just used I went from 55 to 5, went and bought it, the 50 coins, and what they actually do is they add 9 to the 50 coins, to the 500, so in that case, they're not really ripping you off. I just misunderstood. I was thinking they were doing a horse. Okay. I know for a fact now I have enough energy to do chapter 2. So that's what we're going to do today. It's chapter 2. And like I said, Alexander doesn't care, man or woman. He will try to date you all. I brushed my teeth and put on my clothes in record time. Clumsily grabbing my school bag, I rushed out of the dorms and made my way into the school, running the entire time. As I entered the hallway, I stopped, suddenly realizing something. Where are my classes? I can't believe it. Yesterday had been so busy that I had completely forgotten to check where my classes are. I groaned and slapped my forehead. Then I took out my phone and checked my schedule. Well, now I know the room number, but how in the world am I going to know where the room is? The school is huge. I guess I might as well find someone to help me. That is, if there's anybody who isn't in class right now. I'm already late. Might as well get breakfast and avoid starvation. I made my way to the counter and ordered some food. The lunch lady handed me my breakfast sandwich. As the lunch lady handed me my breakfast sandwich, I noticed someone taking a nap on one of the cafeteria tables at the very back of the room. It was a boy with dyed hair and a couple piercings. He looked a little intimidating. I was reluctant to wake him up. He seemed to be having a nice nap. Well, Alexander Rosalind, he's the only one who can help you since he isn't in class like everyone else. Hesitantly, I made my way to the boy's table and shook his shoulder gently. Hey, I'm sorry to wake you up, but I kinda need to ask you something. The boy moved slightly, but only to reposition himself and fell back asleep. Fall. Awkward. I shook him a little harder and raised my voice. Oh, I know you're tired, but please, this is my first day of school here and I could really use some help right now. The boy grunted before opening his eyes and giving me a death stare. I gulped. I keep telling you people, no more damn autographs. Give me a break, will you? I just came back to Arlington. I had no idea why he would assume I wanted his autograph. But the sense of urgency that came from being late to class took over his confusing words. I like how apparently he didn't hear what you said before about you needing his help. Excuse me, can you show me where this classroom is? I showed him the schedule on my phone. He took a quick look, then raised his eyebrow at me. Sure, no problem, but are you positive you're not going to ask me for an autograph first? I mean, I am actually, you know. The name sounded familiar, but there was no time for guessing. I'll pass, thank you, let's get moving. I'm Alexander Rosalind, by the way. I'm Alexander Rosalind, thank you so much. I can't believe I'm late to class on my first day here. I feel so stupid. I'm not really interested. Can we please just hurry? Axel chuckled. Let me guess, scholarship student? How did you know? You don't pretend to know everything, unlike the other kids here. He rolled his eyes, genuinely sounding exasperated, and then he gave me a small grin. I wonder what he meant by that. Come on, follow me. I followed him out of the cafeteria. Back to the main hallway, huh? There you are. Your class is in classroom 1 on your left. Thank you so much. Glad you could help. Now, if you excuse me, I have some sleep to catch up on. That world tour really drained my energy. He waved his hand goodbye and headed back to the cafeteria. World tour. I shook my head. No time for that, Alexander. You're already 20 minutes late. Quick, get in. My heart beat wildly against my chest as I tried to sneak in as quietly as I could. This is going to end badly, I just know it. But the room was so large and every single sound I made echoed. It only took a few seconds to be noticed by everybody. It's like squeak, 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 squeak. Or the Grinch, it's like, this is the loudest snow in my life. I wish I could go back to my dorm and crawl back into bed. I don't recall seeing you around the school. She went through the attendance list before her finger stopped at one name. Ah, you must be Alexander Rosalind, our new scholarship student. Murmurs and whispers traveled around the room, not to mention at the mention of my scholarship. I felt my cheeks burn. Silence! The whispers died. What is your excuse for being late? I could barely talk with all those eyes. What's your excuse for being late? I could barely talk with all those eyes on me, and in my nervousness, my voice came out weakly. I couldn't find this classroom. I heard a couple of giggles. The teacher gave me a stern but understanding look. You're lucky it's your first day here, or else this excuse would have sent you straight to detention. Being late is not tolerated in my class. I let out a little sigh. Take a seat. There's an empty one next to Mr. Nakano and Miss Novakiba. I don't know how to pronounce their last name. Sorry. I looked at the back of the class where Tadashi gave me a small wave. Carolina was busy putting on lip gloss. All right, ma'am. I made my way to the empty seat. You're struggling way too hard, newbie. I felt myself blush. I had my schedule ready and I was sure I set my alarm yesterday. I overslept. I get it, okay? You don't have to rub it in. I had my schedule ready and I was sure I set my alarm yesterday. Wait. You went from negative to 0. Ha! Don't worry, it happens to the best of us. But on the first day of school, now that's bad luck. Well, to be fair, yesterday, Finasco really wore me out. I think I would have slept through my alarm anyway. Alistair's also like that in the morning whenever he doesn't have a training session. I have to kick his ass. Alistair, who was sitting in front of Ashley, turned around. Dude, you sleep until 2 p.m. during weekends. Dude, you sleep until 2 p.m. during weekends. It takes energy to run this school. I heard a call from behind us. Try waking up at 5 a.m. on every school day because of the athletics department's mandatory morning training, Tadashi. You learn to cherish sleep like it's gold, right, Alistair? Man, I'd give anything for a couple more hours of sleep. Miss Pietrina, Kim, Margot, and Mr. Drew, do you have anything you'd like to say to the rest of the class? Actually, yes, ma'am. I'd like to say that your class is my favorite, and I can't wait until we start learning all about how calculus will have a deep impact on my life. It was hilariously sarcastic yet innocent, and I couldn't help but stifle a laugh. The teacher narrowed her eyes above full of me, and my amusement died, and I put on a straight face. Well, I sure hope so, judging by your lack of motivation and poor performance in my class last year. I expect some improvement. Gotcha. One more word and it's detention for you, Miss Pietrina Margot. Recoil promptly nodded, and the teacher returned to the blackboard. Carolina rolled her eyes at all of us before putting down her lip gloss and smacking her lips. Amateurs. Oh, look at that! The great Carolina Novakia decided to grace us with her words. Indeed, and you should be grateful. You got to be realistic if you want to convince someone instead of showing excess motivation. You should have told her that you were asking Alistair what the homework was. That way, when you answer Miss Rodriguez when she calls you out, she would have believed you and been satisfied that you you're actually caring about the homework. It's all about knowing what the person wants and reconciling that with what you want. You'd know all about manipulating people, wouldn't you? That's already knowing a lot more than you do. It suddenly felt like the class temperature dropped several degrees. Tadashi narrowed his eyes at them. Shut up. I already have to deal with Axel's return today. I don't need the extra stress. I've never seen Carolina blush before. She looked pretty embarrassed. She firmly clutched her makeup case, looking a little weak and avoided his gaze. Why did Tadashi's words hit her like that? Oh shit, Axel's back from his tour? Man, he must be practicing his camouflage skills right now. Yeah, he gets better at hiding from the Tadashi and the screaming fangirls every time he comes back. Tadashi groaned. That's the only thing that idiot's good at. Can't he just follow the dress code and come to class on time? For one day, it would save me so much work. My mind darted back to earlier, to the boy I met in the cafeteria. Wait, does he have dark hair with blonde tips, brown eyes, and piercings? Yep, that's Mr. Rockstar. Yep, that's Mr. Rockstar. Alright. I stared at Raquel, perplexed. You mean he's actually famous? They all looked at me funny. You didn't know? That guy's a legit rock star. He's very popular. I'm surprised you haven't heard of him. He's all over social media. He even does the bit where he strips and throws his shirt into the audience. Here, she handed me her cell phone. There was a picture of Axel holding a guitar and performing on a stage in front of what seemed like thousands of people. Well, I knew Arlington was going to be filled with rich, upper-class teenagers. But celebrities? He may be famous, but he needs to get his high school diploma. Unfortunately for us, that means dealing with the crazy fangirls in the hallways and constantly trying to hunt him down in this goddamn school. I couldn't believe it. I had actually spoken to a celebrity. I might have classes with him. And this is only my first day at Arlington. He's still no match for you, Tadashi. I know. Smooth. The bell rang and the others gathered their things. Raquel was the first to dart out of the classroom. Now that I think about it, I should have totally seen it coming. Axel was talking about a world tour, assumed I was going to ask for an autograph, and seemed very tired. I really should have pieced it all together. And I'm supposed to be a scholarship student. That guy probably has a lot to deal with right now, but he seemed happy to talk to someone other than a fangirl. Maybe I should try to find him and see if he's alright. Oh my god! The first thing... Okay, we just learned he was a celebrity, and you want to go find him to see if he's okay. Oh my god, that's adorable! I should also try to talk to the people I met yesterday. I could use some friends around here. explore the school and talk to your classmates. Dude, where were you yesterday? Ellie and I searched the entire school for you. Tegan was speaking to a guy I hadn't seen before. I wasn't even back at Arlington. Just came back this morning. I had that thing, remember? Why? You missed picture day. You're going to have to go ask Tadashi to arrange something for you, and let me tell you, he's not happy today. God damn it, is it Axel again? Most likely. Well, remind me to bring popcorn for their daily fight. Hey, Tegan. Tegan gave me a small smile. Hey, Alexander. Hey, how come I haven't seen you around before? I'm new here. My name's Alexander Rosalind. Nice to meet you. I'm Tyler, your resident artistic genius here at Arlington. And he's modest, too. I like the snark. What can I say? I'm perfect. So what are you guys up to? Well, Tyler missed picture day, and all he cares about is partying? Partying? This afternoon, at the dorms, you'll hear about it. Trust me. Yeah, well, I just received my copy of Fort Day. Come on, man. Hell no. Plus, my sister's going to be there. Yeah, I gotta admit, I'm not too keen on talking to her. Fort Day. Hey Tegan, if Tyler goes to the party, do you think we could play together? I mean, the party only happens tonight. You can play this game after. You have a sister? Fort Day. Hey Tegan, if Tyler goes to the party, do you think we could play together? Sure. Next. I kind of wanted to play with him, though, since I know he has no real chance of winning against me. Say what now? Damn it, fine, but you better let me be player one. I'll text Raquel and tell her I can't come. Is Raquel hosting that party? And text Tadashi and tell him you need to take your picture. No way, man. He has so much to do already right now. First day of classes is always killer for him. I'll do it tomorrow. I think you should do it today. Do what feels right to you. Yeah, you should do it tomorrow. I think you should do it today. Tadashi may be busy, but I doubt he'll bite. Ha! That guy turns into a monster when he's stressed. Oh, come on. It can't be that bad. You still got a lot to learn, new kid. But you're right, I might as well do it today. Oh shoot, I just remembered. We had this book to read over the summer. What was it called again? I need to read that before 4th period. You don't even know the title and you expect to read hundreds of pages just like that. You don't know if you try photographic memory, remember? You're insane. Come on, I'll lend you my copy. Tegan's like, I'm so used to this shit. See you later, Alexander. Later, you guys. Now, let's see here. Alistair, Jim, Tadashi's main hallway. Alistair is in the back of the gym lifting weights. Once he saw me, he puts his dumbbell down and waved at me. Do you do this every day? Working the same muscle intensely 2 days in a row can be dangerous, so I switch it up, but I do train every day. You must be passionate. That's what you need to be to make it into the Olympics. The Olympics? Oh cool, what's your sport? Are you sure you're going to make it there? Oh cool, what's your sport? Boxing, but I pretty much train in martial arts in general. Wow, do you have a professional boxing name? Not yet. I'll try to pitch in some ideas then. And I'll be sure to note them down. Next. Alistair's phone vibrated. He took it out, read his text, and broke into a huge smile. Well, I've never seen someone become so happy because of a text. It's my little sister. She just got a cell phone, and now she can't stop texting me about our family's daily lives. Back home, we're a full house, 5 children. Five? It sounds like you were never bored. You know, I've always wanted siblings. Doesn't it get a little overwhelming? You know, I've always wanted siblings. I'm an only child, and since it's just me and my dad, I kind of grew up alone. So I think you're really lucky. Tell you what, next time my family visits, I'll invite you over. The younger ones always go nuts for this school. They want to meet everyone. I'll be happy to meet them. Just a heads up, they will ask you thousands of questions about you and your life, and won't let you go until you answer them all. I'll be ready. Hopefully, or else you won't stand a chance. Next. It was really hard leaving them. They call every night, but it just isn't the same. But what can you do? You don't just refuse a scholarship from Arlington Academy. Wait, what? You're a scholarship student too? Yeah, somehow that made me really happy. I wasn't the only one in my class. Seeing you early in class reminded me of how I felt when I first came here. The people here are nothing like back home. Tell me about it. But you'll get the hang of it. I already had Tadashi when I came here, but it's not as hard as you think to make friends. I really hope he's right. I know it's hard to believe, but some of the people here have been through a lot. They might seem closed off to you at first, but despite their social background, they really aren't as intimidating as you think. I guess so. Anyway, I got to finish my reps. See you around. Later, Alistair. Hey, Tadashi. Hey, Alexander, I meant to ask you, have you seen Axel anywhere? I really need to talk to that jerk, or the school staff will be chasing us both down. Tell the truth. I saw him in the cafeteria. He's the one that showed me where my class was this morning. I probably wouldn't have made it otherwise. Seriously, I'm surprised he hasn't snapped at you. How did you tame the dragon? He actually did snap at me. He was taking a nap, and I woke him up to ask for directions. I think he thought I was going to ask him for an autograph. Of course he did. In any case, thanks, Alexander. I'll go check if he's still in the cafeteria. No problem. But why is it so important for you to find him? Tadashi sighed. Axel has kind of been famous for breaking the rules whenever he's causing trouble at school. Whether he's causing trouble at school or pulling a publicity stunt. So, as you can imagine, there are hordes of paparazzi currently outside the school's gates trying to get a shot. I've tried everything in the past, but they simply won't budge unless they see Axel. The guy loves attention, but this is private Arlington Academy property. It's his responsibility to deal with his outside visitors. Lady Arlington is up my ass about stressing the importance of responsibility to my fellow students. Oh, I understand. But how come the school isn't taking action against the paparazzi? They've tried everything, calling the cops, threats, nothing works. Only Axel can get rid of them. Yeah, that's why I really got to find them before they demolish our gate. Thanks for the intel. I owe you one. Later. Where do I go next? Main hallway, Big Hill, cafeteria, Claire's classroom 1. Second hallway, cafeteria. I entered the cafeteria, which was already full of people. I looked around, hoping to spot Axel in the crowd, but he was nowhere to be found. Raquel wasn't kidding about when she said that he was a pro at hiding. Hey, if it isn't Mrs. Rodriguez's favorite nibby. Speak of the devil. You're really lucky, you know. She's usually ruthless when it comes to new students, especially when it comes to scholarship students. Really? I wonder why I didn't get detention. Probably the face he made. I don't think I've ever seen someone blush so hard. Oh man, I hate my alarm clock so much for not ringing. Hey, notice what? These things happen. Also, if you feel like saving your reputation and making friends around here, you should come to our homecoming dorm party tonight. That's the party Tyler was talking about earlier. Arlington Academy allows us to throw dorm parties? Of course not. What? Don't make that face. There's a homecoming cocktail the school is throwing tonight, but it's lame as hell. A bunch of teachers reminding students of the rules. Tadashi's pulling a perfectly crafted speech out of his ass 5 minutes before facing the audience. Lady A putting on some classical music and getting way too excited over Mozart. You know, all that fun, academically approved stuff. So what usually happens is that we throw a better homecoming party in the dorms The teachers are busy supervising the school's official cocktail in the gym. We've never been caught so far. Wow, I've always imagined Arlington's Academy students being more rich, snobby, a stickler for rules. Well, yeah, we have plenty of those too. Oh, they're not invited to the party. She winked at me. I'm really glad you weren't like that. You seem really cool. I don't know, I'm a little scared of getting caught. Whoa, I'm touched. Hey, it's true. I definitely want to hang out with you more, especially outside of class. Straightforward and honest. I like you already, newbie. In any case, you're free to come if you want to. If we're lucky, Axel might even show up. That guy is great at parties. That sounds awesome. Ha, I saw a party animal inside you, newbie. Nah, it's only because you make it sound so fun. Well, if ever you decide to come, the party is near my dorm, and it starts right when Arlington's homecoming cocktail starts. When in doubt, follow the music, and it will lead you straight there. Okay. Rachel took a quick look at her phone before gasping. Oh, shit. Afternoon training starts soon. Coach will kill me if I'm late again. She gobbled up her sandwich in record time. I doubt that's good for you before playing sports. She could get a cramp. See you later, Alexander. See ya. Okay, it's cafeteria. Claire's back at classroom 1, and then I entered the classroom and immediately spotted Claire at the back. She was on the phone and looked pretty upset. What do you mean it's not working? I thought it was the best they could offer. It's okay, we'll figure it out. I'm going to. She stopped when she stopped when she saw me. I have to go. I'll call you tonight. Hey, Alexander, do you need anything? Oh no, actually, I was just wandering around looking for someone to talk to. I'm not exactly the outgoing type. I don't mind that. I'd really like to be your friend. Me too. So, what's up? My life is pretty boring. I don't think you'd want to hear much about it. But ask me a question and I'll do my best to answer. Well, I was wondering why you were so interested in the school's medical herbs. I want to be a neurosurgeon one day. The human brain fascinates me. Whoa, that's awesome. I actually volunteer at the city's hospital every weekend. I love to help patients get better. I hope that someday I'll be able to save lives. I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will. Claire blushed slightly as she smiled. Oh my god, Claire. It's only been 2 episodes and I already want to hug you and say and protect you. You're so adorable. In any case, I have some homework to finish. It was nice talking to you. Talk to you later, Claire. When I entered the dorms, I heard a few sobs coming from the bathrooms. Curious, I walked over to the door when I heard a familiar voice. Useless, useless, useless. Were those tears in her eyes? I need to work harder. It needs to be better. She looked very distressed, and it was making me a little concerned. Carolina doesn't seem like the type of person that could easily be shaken. You only knew her for, a day and a half? Really? I decided to make my presence known. Hey, Carolina, are you okay? The moment she saw me, Carolina's eyes went cold and all traces of emotions on her face were gone. Who gave you the right to speak to me? I was speechless. I was just wondering if you... She narrowed her eyes at me and walked to me slowly. Let's get something clear. I don't hang out with just anybody. The people I want as friends, I want them to be the best. I need them to be the best. I need friends that will be able to handle it when I dominate the fashion industry in a couple of years. I want a crew of competent people I can depend on. So a scholarship student with no distinctive background or talent like you? Not interested. Bitch, you don't even know us. Stay out of my way. Her words struck me like little ice shards. I couldn't believe it. Was I really being treated this way because of my scholarship? But that's why she and Alistair clashed earlier during class. I'm sorry my speech impediment is getting the best of me, yet again. Still, I don't want to let myself be intimidated by her. You're judging me without even getting to know me. So yeah, I will stay out of your way. I'd rather die than to have friends as close-minded and stuck-up as you. Good luck dominating the fashion industry with that crappy attitude. You unlocked a new achievement. Go to your dorm and click on the book to check it out. I will do that later. Ha! You got quite an attitude yourself. If you weren't you, I'd probably admire that. Want my advice, though? Tone it down when you're speaking to someone clearly better than you. I was getting more and more upset. Carolina cleared her throat and took her makeup bag with her. Oh, and stay away from Neha and Tadashi. They deserve better than you. She left the bathroom without saying anything else. I felt so enraged and hurt. I couldn't believe how quickly her opinion about me changed. Just yesterday she was being civil, and now I'm not good enough to even speak to her? How many students were like Carolina? How many of them would treat me this way because of my scholarship? Would I even be able to make some friends at Arlington, especially considering I have someone like Carolina as my dorm neighbor? Second hallway in classroom 2. I made my way to the school hallway, and I spotted Nia sitting on one of the couches. She was scribbling on what looked like clothes in a sketchbook. Carolina's warning echoed in my head. From what I've seen from Tadashi and Nia, they don't seem to care about my scholarship. I can't let Carolina intimidate me like this. If Nia and I can get along, there's nothing she can do about it. Hey, Nia. She jumped slightly out of surprise. She must have been really focused on her designs. Oh, hey, sorry, I'm kind of busy at the moment. Oh, okay, she was much more aloof now compared to yesterday. Was it because she heard about my scholarship? No, I can't assume these things. It's best for me to judge her behavior without being influenced by my feelings. Actually, Nia, can I ask you a question? Sure. She didn't bother looking up from her sketch pad. I saw Carolina in the dorm bathroom. She didn't look too good. That, however, made her eyes shoot up. What do you mean by that? I think she was crying. She kept repeating that she should work harder or something. Do you know what's up? Nia paused for a second, soaking in my words, and then let out a heavy sigh. She's been acting weird lately. I've been trying to talk to her, but nothing works. On top of that, she's in bad physical shape. She doesn't want to admit it, but I've seen her tremble and struggle to keep her eyes open. She keeps talking about how she's got massive photo shoots coming up. Maybe it's the stress. I'm really worried about her. That still doesn't explain her behavior. Yeah, she won't tell me anything, and I'm her best friend. She might have found out about... sorry, I'm rambling. Did she say anything to you? I debated whether or not I should tell her about my confrontation of Carolina, but maybe it would help Nia find out what's going on. When I saw Carolina in the bathroom, I tried to ask her if she was okay. She completely shut me out and told me that I should stay away from both you and Tadashi. She said it was because of my scholarship. Oh, I see. Carolina, she has this thing against scholarship students. But that's crazy. You can't judge someone without knowing them. She can't know whether or not someone will be a worthy addition to her life right away. When you've been through things that she's been through, you can't afford mistakes. You need people you are sure you can count on. There's something about the way she said it that almost made me shiver. The more I spend time with Arlington Academy students, the more I feel like I'm not in the same league as them. I don't think I'll ever get close. Hey, Nia. Do you care about my scholarship? I mean, despite Carolina hating me now, you don't seem to mind. It took a couple of moments for her to answer me. Her eyes stared at the floor, and she seemed to be fighting her thoughts. No, I don't care. Carolina might not like it, but I think we get along decently. But she means a lot to me, and when And when I'm hanging out with her, I'd rather you not be there. I hate seeing her upset, especially with whatever is bothering her right now. Next. It's nothing personal. I understand. Still, ouch. We can still be friends though, right? Maybe, I've only known you for a day and a half, but if you're willing to help me find out what's upsetting Carolina, then I'm definitely going to consider. I'll try to help in any way I can. Be subtle about it, though. I'm supposed to be launching. I have to go. I'm supposed to be launching my new collection in 2 weeks, and I'm already filled with pre-orders. You sell the clothes you make? Clothes? They're more than just clothes. And yes, they usually sell out pretty quickly, so place an order as soon as you can if you're interested. Please contact me via my social media accounts. I do not negotiate prices, and I do not customize my pieces. No returns or refunds accepted, only exchanges. Thank you for your interest. Whoa, alright. It's almost scary how Neha went from a smiling normal teenager to a fashion tycoon in less than 10 seconds. See you later, Neha. Hallway. Classroom 2. Lunchtime is almost over, so I checked my schedule to make sure I knew where my classes were. My next class is in this classroom. Hi, Alexander. Want to join us? I hadn't noticed the small group of people in the back of the class. Hi, what are you guys up to? It's just the weekly robotics club meeting. We're almost done, so you can use the classroom soon. Oh no, take your time. I was just exploring. Okay. So remember, guys, the competition is in 2 months, and Arlington has not lost in 5 years. Let's give it our best shot. First designs are due next week, and we start building in 2. Alright, see you guys on Friday. The rest of the group started to leave the class. Ellie stayed behind, writing down a few things on a notepad. First meeting of the year, check. I've never seen someone so excited about starting school. Hey, I love learning, and I love crushing the competition even more. The annual robotics competition is right around the corner, and Arlington's team will be participating in the high school division. I'm so excited. I can't wait to start building. Okay, I have to see this. How much do I have to pay you for a robot that can do my homework? Well, I don't do it for the money, but I'll take a couple hundreds of thousands of dollars. I can give you my eternal gratitude and pay you lunch. As much as I appreciate that, I'm going to have to refuse. Shoot. Unfortunately, I couldn't do that even if I wanted to. For a robot to be able to do your homework, it would require me to program a software for it, and I'm not the best person for that. Tegan is. Generally, I'm in charge of setting up the hardwire around here. I try my best to get him to join the club to help the software team, but he always refuses. We could be unbeatable at his skills. Aw, too bad. The amount of talent in this school still astounds me. Try not to despair too much. There's always a way to get away with not doing your homework. How exactly can you and how exactly can you be so sure? Experience. Experience, my dear, experience. But anyway, I got our second meeting to prepare, and lunchtime is almost over. I wanted to go to Rick Will's party tonight, but something tells me I'm going to get a little too invested in my robot designs. That's right, I had forgotten about Rick Will's party. I wonder who's going to go tonight. As long as you have fun. Exactly. See you later, Alexander. After searching all over the school, I ended up meeting pretty much everyone except Axel. I sighed dejected. I would have really wanted to talk to him more. It was really cool of him to show me to my class this morning. The bell was about to ring. I began to gather my things from my locker and was about to head to my classroom when... There you are! I swiftly turned around to see Tadashi grabbing Axel by the sleeve. Oh man, I was so close to getting through the day without seeing you. Tadashi did not look very happy. Trust me, I would have done anything to avoid seeing your face if this wasn't a necessity. You're going to do something about your stupid paparazzi outside, or else. Or else what, Tadashi? You're going to give me detention? My life is ruined. This is not going to end well. Look here, you useless jerk. This isn't about you. I know it's hard for you to understand when things aren't about you, but this is about the school. Those reporters are on private school grounds and can greatly hurt the reputation of Arlington. Furthermore, you're wasting the time of everyone trying to deal with your shit when you could have easily dealt with them this morning. And lastly, to add to all the bullshit you put me through, you skipped more than 25% of your classes, most of them unjustified. And so, you should have reported the Arlington's office months ago. So do me a favor and go to the front gate, let them get that stupid shot of you, and then take your sorry ass to the principal's office. A small crowd was beginning to form, most of them excited to see Axel. I spotted Raquel, Alistair, and Carolina in the crowd looking pretty concerned. Axel, who looked mostly nonchalant before, now had a piercing glare on his face. I'm going to have to deny your request. You've got to be kidding. I don't care what you or the school wants. My whole freaking life is about dealing with shit the media throws on me. I'm not going to listen to some stuck-up guy who thinks he's important just because he won some prestigious student council presidency. I literally slept 4 hours in the last 3 days because, unlike you, I'm making some real money thanks to my real fans. So I have a favor to ask you. Leave me alone. You are not the only celebrity at the school. When you're here, you're the same as every single student here. I don't care how many fans you have or how much money you have in your bank account. So shut up and take care of your shit. Axel and Tadashi's yells became more and more infuriated, and the teachers were starting to spot the crowd. Somebody had to do something before they got in trouble. From across the crowd, Carolina seemed to sense my intention and gave me a warning look. I'll deal with her later. For now, I'm going to knock some sense into both of them. I pushed my way into the center where Tadashi and Axel stood. This is ridiculous. You're going to get each other in trouble because of some stupid paparazzi. Tadashi, you're obviously stressed out, and being in your position sucks, but that's no reason to talk to and being in your position sucks, but that's no reason to talk to him like that. Get it together. You're not the only one who has to work hard because of their job. I pointed to Axel. Axel, whether you like it or not, these people are here because of you. And Tadashi is right. When you're at Arlington, you're a student just like anyone else. It's only fair that you at least try to help us out. So, please? Both guys stared at me with wide eyes. I think they were mentally debating whether or not they should thank me or plan my murder. I don't know which, honestly. I heard the crowd boo at me for stopping the fight. People started to leave. Well, Naked, you're certainly right about one thing. Getting in trouble because of paparazzi certainly isn't worth it, even if it could really screw up Tadashi's life. I'm going to ignore that last comment and assume you're going to take care of the situation. Unfortunately, Tadashi, your assumption is wrong. He waved his cell phone in front of Tadashi's face. My agent is going to take care of the situation. He'll make sure those idiots don't show up on school grounds anymore. Next. Does he also feed you with a baby spoon? Burned. No, but he could make sure you don't show up on school grounds anymore as well. Tadashi was about to lose his temper again, and I stepped in right before the fight could escalate even more. Come on, Tadashi. Teachers are coming this way. Oh shit, that's Miss Rodriguez. Well, I'm going to bounce. I haven't handed in an assignment in months, and I know she's not going to be happy with me. Typical. Axel snuck out of the crowd so stealthily I lost sight of him in a matter of seconds. As the crowd scattered, I spotted Alistair and Raquel. They smiled at me and nodded approvingly. You have unlocked a new achievement. Go to your dorm and click on the book to check it out. Carolina, however, seemed to be trying to kill me with her glare. The bell rang, and I quickly grabbed my stuff and headed towards my next class. Continue playing. They smiled. Okay, we've done that. The bell rang, and I quickly grabbed my stuff and headed towards my next class. Go to classroom 2. Okay. I tried hard to focus and take notes in class, but my mind kept drifting off. I've been in Arlington for less than 2 days, and I already feel like I need a vacation. Dad warned me about the school. He told me that students here were not like back home. He heard stories. I thought he was exaggerating, and of course, I know that not everyone here is like that, but can I really be one of them? I can't give up now, sure. There are people who are going to judge me like Corlina did, but maybe I can be friends with those who don't, like Raquel and Alistair. I should at least try to get to know some people better. I got invited to Raquel's party, so that's already a good start. From what she told me, people there sound really fun. And if I don't like it, I can just go back to my dorm since it's literally a 30-second walk. Okay, I made up my mind. I'm going to Raquel's party. Dring! The bell rang, and the teacher quickly assigned us our homework before the class emptied itself. I made my way to the dorms. Once in my dorm, I let myself crash on my bed. Raquel told me the party starts when Arlington's cocktail starts, so I still have a couple more hours. The music's probably going to be loud, so I'll know when to leave. I looked around my dorm and groaned. Everything was so messy due to me rushing out this morning. But somehow I couldn't bring myself to clean up. I was anxious and exhausted. The combination of both felt very weird. Come on, Alexander. Might as well pick out your outfit for the party. Somehow this made me even more anxious. Why is my brain like this? I'm just going to a party. There's nothing to be anxious about. Teenage prodigies from rich families. I thought about Axel. And celebrities. Oh god, what am I even doing going to this party? I better choose my outfit well. I spent hours anxiously piecing together the perfect outfit. I was so focused on that I had not noticed the music coming from the hallway. When I looked at the time, I realized the party had already started a long time ago. I gasped before grabbing my cell phone and making my way out of my dorm. Follow the music, Alexander. Whoa. There were at least 50 people in the hallway, and that was only because they couldn't all fit inside Raquel's dorm. I saw Raquel banging her head to the music, a drink in hand. I quickly walked to her. Hey! Alexander, you came. Yeah, I didn't expect it to be so huge. Ha! We actually have less people than last year. This is insane. This is insane. How did they manage not to get caught? I caught a familiar smell in Raquel's drink. My eyes widened as I realized what it was. Raquel, are you serving alcohol? She put her finger against her lips. Shh, it's fruit juice. Oh my god. Suddenly, everyone around me started cheering loudly. I quickly looked around, and I immediately understood what was happening. Axel, my man, it's nice to see you again. I was scared you wouldn't show up. Now the party can really start. Yeah, it's been forever since I've gone to an Arlington dorm party, and I know Tadashi's too busy entertaining Lady L and the rest of the school staff to come here. Holy shit, Raquel. How did you manage to sneak alcohol in here? I have my ways. You're crazy, you know that? Don't worry, I didn't bring enough to get people drunk, just a little tipsy, that's all. There's no way I'm cleaning up vomit and taking care of passed out people. The punch bowl is in my dorm. I'll pass, thank you. Axel seemed to notice my presence, and the focus of the conversation quickly shifted to me. I didn't expect to see you here, newbie. You looked so lost this morning, and now look at you, blending in perfectly. People seem to glare at me for talking to Axel. I didn't expect to see you here. Weren't you passed out due to exhaustion this morning? This isn't my first world tour, you know. I've gone days without sleep because of work, so you can bet I can do that. I can do that for a party. The music suddenly changed, and cheering got even louder, with people around chanting Axel's name. I remember writing this song back when I was 13. Now I perform it in front of thousands of people in more than 20 different cities. Holy crap, this song's playing with one of Axel's songs. That's awesome. So, what do you think about it? The song wasn't inherently bad, but in my opinion it lacked something unique. But should I really criticize Axel's work? I mean, considering he's a genuine celebrity and I'm just a regular teenager, would it be smart for me to do that? I thought about the fight between Tadashi and Axel earlier. Tadashi mentioned how it didn't matter who Axel was. He was still an Arlington student and had to be treated as any other. And Axel seemed so exhausted, so emotionally drained by the paparazzi. He clearly didn't want to be dehumanized like that anymore. He deserved to be treated like a normal guy. You don't have to prepare a grand critique. A simple yes or no would be fine. Sorry, I didn't realize how lost in thought I was. Well, personally, I find your song to be too generic. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not bad, but you seem like a guy who can do more than just not bad. Please don't be mad. Please don't be mad. Please don't be mad. Well, you do have a point. Oh, thank God. Sometimes music seems too much like a business to me, and I mean, it is an industry, so it's understandable. But success comes with a price that's very superficial. You are definitely right about that. I nearly had a heart attack as curliness snuck up on our conversation. There's not much you can do about it. The only way to change things is to become an authority instead of industry. And nobody takes you seriously if you don't live up to the standards. You got to know the rules before breaking them. Until then, you have to mind your own business and stay out of people's lives. Her eyes pierced me at the last pierced through me at those last words, and I felt shivers going down my spine. But there's no way I'm going to let her ruin my chances of being friends with Axel. You look gorgeous, Carolina, as always. It's a shame that Tadashi barely notices us. Oh, damn, burn! A subtle burn, but still burn. Carolina's cheeks turned red, but I wasn't sure if it was because of anger or embarrassment. Does Carolina like Tadashi? That would explain a lot. Tadashi is a very busy guy. I know he wants to hang out with me. He just doesn't have the time. Yeah, okay. And I don't have the time either. I'm very busy in between photo shoots. We only talk to each other in class and... Look, Carolina, I don't care. All I care about is keeping our relationship strictly professional. Speaking of which, where's Neha? I wanted to talk to her about my next magazine shoot. She's coming. She wanted to call her parents before going to the parties. Different time zones and all. Actually, with all the noise the party is making, I'd rather call them tomorrow. Are all the fashion department students secretly ninjas? I'm going to be busy for the next week. Axel, book an appointment with me and I'll get back to you. Since when do I need to do that? My voice sounds like it's breaking in my ears. Next. She's very in demand. During this whole conversation, Raquel and I stood staring. She seemed bored out of her mind. People, is this a party or a freaking business meeting? That's exactly what I'm wondering. Come on, guys. Axel joined a little crowd of students that were still dancing to a song. Raquel didn't waste time in doing the same. Even with Neha and Carolina still here, I felt strangely abandoned. Carolina looked at me for a moment, then her eyes wandered to my outfit. Her skin seemed paler than earlier, and she had bags under her eyes. Is there something wrong? She completely ignored me. Come on, Neha, let's get something to drink. What? But you've been feeling so weak recently. Do you think it's a good idea for you to... Water. I'm only going to get some water. Oh. They both left towards Raquel's door, where I assumed the drinks were. They had turned around to give me a worried look. She seemed to need my help. But Carolina clearly doesn't want me to help. What should I do? I should keep an eye on them anyway. Carolina may be the worst person I met at Arlington so far, but she and Neha could use some help. I made my way to Raquel's dorm. She took a bottle of water from the table and poured the contents into her red cup. When she saw me, her eyes narrowed sharply. Looks like someone can't understand a hidden message. If you're referring to the "you have to mind your own business and stay out of people's lives" speech you gave to Axel, then no, the message wasn't hidden. And even if it was, I don't feel very inclined to take advice from you. Then why are you here? You want my picture? Sorry, but I'm a professional. Her condescending tone was driving me insane. We'll look at it later. I don't want any of your work. You just seem like you're seconds away from passing out. And it's not okay to leave Neha alone when she's clearly... I don't recall hearing Neha ask for you. Carolina, it's fine. Let's just go somewhere else. I took a look at Carolina's cup. Her hands were shaking almost violently. Neha noticed immediately. Carolina, you need to sit down. I'm fine. Carolina's scream didn't come out as strong as she wanted to. Her voice seemed to slowly diminish in volume. Suddenly, Carolina's eyes rolled up and her legs gave up on her. I darted towards them. Carol! Neha quickly caught Carolina's body before her head hit the ground. Carolina's cup fell out of her hand and the water spilled everywhere. People started gasping around us. Oh my gosh, what happened? What should we do? I tried hard not to panic and followed my first rational instinct. I went close to Carolina's face and checked if she was breathing. It looks like she only passed out. I knew this would happen. She's exhausted. Alexander, should we move her, get her to her bed? How is she that drunk? Damn, how much did she drink? People around us started looking at Carolina funny, thinking she passed out due to alcohol. But she only had water in her cup. Neha and I saw her. What's going on? Why did she faint? Alexander? Yeah, let's get her to her dorm. People are going to stare. Alright. We made sure Carolina's body was secure in our arms. Thankfully, her dorm was right next to Rick Will's. Neha carefully placed Carolina on her bed. I wish she would have told me how weak she felt. She probably didn't realize it herself. Carolina doesn't seem like the type. I didn't want to go back to the party, neither did Neha. We stayed in Carolina's dorm in silence for a couple of minutes, occasionally glancing at Carolina to see if she was okay. I was about to call an ambulance when Carolina groaned and slowly opened her eyes. Neha? Neha jumped out of her chair. Carol, what happened? Sorry about that. You tell me. 1 second I was at the party and she stopped when she spotted me, her face losing all emotions in the split of a second. You, out. Alexander helped get you here. I don't care. I don't need this right now. Did anyone else see me faint? Carolina looked at me, wondering if she should give an answer right away. A couple of people at the party. I wasn't talking to you. Leave. I knew there wasn't anything Neha could have said to reason with Carolina at the moment. I gave her an understanding look and made my way out of their dorm. The music started to die out in the hallway, and Recoil kicked out several people from our dorm. The party was coming to an end. I made my way back to my own dorm and closed the door behind me. I kept thinking back to everything that had happened today. I don't think I ever felt so emotionally exhausted in my entire life. I wish I could go back home where things were easier and simple. But easy and simple won't make you succeed. You knew things were going to be hard. Get it together, Alexander. For now, sleep will do. Though something tells me that things will only get crazier from now on. End of chapter 2. Okay, now let's look at our little book. Wow, that looks awful. But I still like my hairstyle, so it's staying. And what was our achievement? Alignment, true neutral. Don't take either Tadashi's or Axel's side in their fight in Chapter 2. They were both obnoxious anyway. Newbie attitude, stand up to Carolina in the dorm bathroom in Chapter 2 and have her comment on the fiery attitude of yours. And with that, we end Chapter 2. Now, I haven't played Chapter 3 yet, and I'm going to see how many points I will need for Chapter 3. 54. Sorry, but I'm still not going to play it. My voice is gone. But look forward to it later. This is Geeky Dragon signing out, and always remember, never stop geeking out about what you're passionate about. Bye.